Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mario with Florida Flexible, and I'd like to show you guys a few tricks in Photoshop on how to enhance your designs. That way you can get the brightest and more intense colors when you're actually printing your DTF designs. So we're gonna go ahead and move in here and grab a file. Let me see what I got here that we could actually use. All right, so let's look at something like this. There's a few things here we could kind of work with. Let me see. Okay, so let's do something like this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so obviously we're dealing with a PNG file, and this PNG file has a transparent background, which we want to work in a transparent background always. We also have a good size image, and let's take a look at our image size, and our DPI is 300. So it's pretty good. We could kind of already tell that the image has good integrity of color and all whatnot. So what we want to do is we want to move over here to image, and this time we're going to go to adjustments, and under adjustments we're going to go under curves, and this is going to bring up an RGB spectrum, and this is going to be the trick here that I always recommend customers to do to basically bump up the saturation of your color, because if you're looking to saturate your print with a higher output in the DTF printer, this will be the trick to do. So I want you to click right in the middle of this line, which is right here in the middle of this grid that you see here, and we can either hold and drag it down, right, or drag it up. Obviously, if we go in this direction, we're making it lighter. So if we want to make it darker and more enhanced, and then this is basically this is the saturation we're looking to do. Now you don't want to go too much, because then you just start losing color clarity. So the idea is to go from here to here, to maybe here, in this area right here. And then you go ahead and you click OK. So again, it's just image, adjustment, curves. And then you take that and you can decrease it or increase it, whichever you prefer to do. And this is something that a lot of customers always ask me about. Another option that we have, it's in the same menu right here under adjustments. We could kind of take a look at the vibrance of the color. Again, this is going to give you also more saturation, right? It's also going to help you right here, right? Increasing that, and giving the colors a kick, a nice little boost, right? So these are also options that you have. Always have your preview box clicked, that way you can see it instantly. If it's something that you're going down the rabbit hole and changing things a little too much, maybe you want to hit cancel and it'll just reset it, right? So if I want to go back in and kind of do it again, I'll go back to this spot right here, and I'll just take it over here, and obviously take this one over here, and it's just basically, this is something you could do to anything. Now when you're dealing with flesh tones, it's that situation changes a little bit, because as we know, human faces in particular, the more saturation you apply to them, the darker people are going to look. But if that's what you're after, then that's something you could just kind of do it on the go. So that's everything right there. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. The only other thing left to do here is file and save that. Just make sure you always do a separate saving of this file. So I'll probably name it test number 1. And that way I keep my original. If I ever need to go back and my customer says, I really don't like this, I like the other one better, then you have that one in. So sorry about that. Thanks again, and let me know if you have any questions later.